Hello there, this is Red Joy, and we are back with Magnus for our second episode of our Pillars of Eternity run. Magnus is a Cipher at second level. And we just saw a weird ritual where some poor sap got, or I guess 3 poor saps got disintegrated. We lost our party. This is, we don't feel great.
Sure.
Because we're seeing things that maybe we shouldn't be seeing. So we're going to one final look around, and we are going to head to the Gilded Vale. Maybe there we might find out what is going on. But of course, Valleywood is on the way. Defiance Bay is there. So, interesting. Interesting stoof. 6 hours to complete my journey. Well, I suppose. Hopefully. I don't get eatens. Do inventory cleanup real quick. There's lots of stuff that I don't need at the moment. Yay, beer! Stiletto. These. Hammer and chisel. Zoom out just a little bit. I think this is the main road-ish area, but I see like ghosts here. Like I can't interact with them yet. See another ghost. I can't loot your body. Or you just don't have stuff on you. That's probably more like it. Don't have stuff on it. Okay. That cave. Don't know if I want to go picking a fight with whatever's in that cave. Can't do anything there. There's just nothing that way. A wolf. A young wolf. Ow. I don't even know if I'm hitting this thing. There we go. I want to also see something. Crafting. What crafting is available? Okay, nothing there. Wizard's double. Okay, the duplicate. That might not be too bad. I'll try that. No, if I'm facing off against some really, really nasty opponents, that might not be too bad. Ah. Veggies. Jolting touch. More camping supplies. I feel like I should camp. Naunton.
Hello.
Hello yourself. Yeah, I was just there. Came across a bear, cave to the north. Got the better of my friend, I only made it out with my life. Yeah. Following a stag. Name is Norton, born and raised in the Gilded Vale. Haven't had a spot of luck since. Cave. If I were you, it was a brute of a beast. I would hate to hear it took another life. Like, I'm very tempted to go after it. But let me explore the rest of this area first. Oh. Oh, I am being rickety wrecked. Okay. Hopefully I don't die.
Show him how it's done.
Thank you. Okay, now I'm good. Mrs. Young Wolf. Oh, my spells can miss. Neat. Okay. As long as I don't... Come on, dude. You need to hit. Oh, wow. Okay. Look, I don't have any more healing. Dude, hit! Okay, this is ridiculous. Are you kidding me? Thank you. Well, sorry, guys. Okay, don't die. Jeez. Okay, now I absolutely know I need to rest.
Let's relax a while.
Yeah. Actually, that's not a terrible idea. Wow, that was terrible. Alright. Yeah, heal multiplier. I get that. Ooh. Eight hours have passed. Okay. So I think the concern I have is just getting is there any way I can get up this? Yeah, no. The only way I can get up this, okay, no. Let me try that again. The concern I have is getting overwhelmed, right? If I have too many people who are after me. Well, that did a whole bunch of nothing. Pierce. Outlaw interrupted Magnus. Activates antipathetic field. Creates a toxic manifestation. Enemies caught in the path between the two will suffer corrosive damage. Okay. No, I must have used that spell wrong. Alright, let's see here. Right now, I'm actually kind of thinking sword and board might not be terrible. So I'm going to do that for the time being. Because getting my behind kicked is not fun. Okay, my mail armor is way better. Okay, so the helmet doesn't make much of a difference, and my helmet looks okay. Uh-oh. Young dwarf, tending his stew, looks up, startled. He sees his approach, drops his ladle and spews splattering stew all over the ground. Get him, you dogs! Make sure our new cook doesn't run off. Alright. See if I can. Okay. Much more survivability. Okay. Ouch. Okay. That was good. Alright, sword and board it is. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. Yeah, I think I'm gonna guess that the shield, it gives obviously some deflection, but it's more against, oh, it is against melee. So -4 accuracy. Yeah, it's worth it.
How do you do?
By the flame, thank you. Thank you. He's not a gnome. Let's get back home. I only hope they haven't hired a replacement. Next time you're in the Gilded Vale, stop by the Black Hound Inn. I'll let Posca know what you've done for me. Ooh, a hood. Silver Fenning. Nice. Alright. Ooh. Hello. And a wand. Is that going to be useful for me? Can I even use it? Let's see here. Okay, a wand is a two-handed weapon. 10-meter range. I think this is meant to be for wizards. Yeah, I think I got to most of this area except up here. Alright, my health is a little low. Ah! I'm guessing these are like the equivalent of, kobolds? That magic's not gonna help much, but...
I'll teach you a lesson! I'll teach you a lesson! I'll get the next one.
Yeah, you will. You missed. No, I missed again. Stress and beams, large, appear to be the vertebrae of a dragon. That's a terrible looking cap. Look at that. That's ridiculous. But milk! Oh! That's what I'm talking about. That's the good stuff right there. Alright, what do you guys think? Should I fight this bear? I'm doing so well. I think I could blind it, right? Famous last words. Famous last words.
I'll take a peek.
I do like games where anybody can sneak. Like, I think that's a very, raises bear. Oh! Oh, good lord. Run. Run. Oh, this thing's fast.
You cannot venture
Oh, no.
in combat.
Oh, I died. Alright. Do I get an autosave? Oh, man. Okay. Good thing I'm not playing this on, hardcore mode. Otherwise, sorry guys, looks like I'm restarting. No, I'm not gonna do that to y'all.
Sure.
It's the first time I played this game, so we're not gonna do that. Still though, I feel like I was getting some good hits on that bear. I just, not good enough, right? Alright. Gilded Vale. 8 hours? And remember, we came here to get land. Well, I suppose I should figure out how come there's so many bodies hanging from trees.
You must be one of the new settlers. Welcome to Gilded Vale. You'll be pleased to know that we've had some recent vacancies here.
Do you welcome everybody this way?
Of course, we'll need to make some inquiries first. The inestimable Lord Radric VII has taken great pains to insulate our town from Widewind's legacy. Have you ever sired a Hollowborn child?
He has half-moon spectacles. Okay. Well, that seems like more of a fashion statement than actual vision assistance. But what is he talking
An
about?
infant born without a soul, of course. Lord Radric has made it his first priority to eliminate this scourge from our village.
Oh my.
I should warn you, stranger. Here in Gilded Vale, we have a special place for dissidents, charlatans, and those who would hide a curse in our midst. His lordship's wife is with child and due any day now. Without his approval, I shan't be able to find you a permanent settlement. It will have to wait until after the birth. We can continue our interview then, after the bell tolls from Radric's hold to signal my lord's new heir. In the meantime, you can find temporary accommodations at the inn just southwest of here.
So, I've been feeling strange since a close call with a Biowak. Is there someone in town who could help?
Whatever your problem, it sounds like a matter for an animancer. However, the only animancer in Gilded Vale isn't in any condition to speak.
Yo, you
Consider yourself
jackasses.
fortunate. After she failed Lord Radric, we saw to it that she wouldn't profit from the misplaced trust of others. A bad cure is often worse than none at all. But if you're set on finding a bottle of troll piss or a dead Audra pebble to rub on your forehead, you're welcome to check her pockets.
I hear that troll piss
Of course,
tastes like
there's nothing worth
jalapenos.
digging for
It's like
shit.
jalapeno juice.
My advice, however, is to be satisfied that you escaped and leave it at that.
If I have any questions. Okay, so you said something about Hollowborn and Widewind's legacy before. I forget you foreigners do not have this curse in your homelands. The Hollowborns have been a scourge in Direwood for almost 15 years now. Children born without souls. Pitiful, dumb things that breathe, barely, but do not truly live. Some say the Hollowborn are a disease. Some say they are a punishment from the gods. In truth, no one knows. But they began spreading after the Saints' War, and so the name Widewind's legacy stuck in honor of that foul, blasphemous pretender. I see. Roderick's decrees may seem strict at times. Strict, that's a word. That's a word to use for that. But he has our best interests at heart. So before I got here, I saw several people conducting a strange ceremony near some ruins. You want to mind where you mentioned that trespassing in Gonthwin ruins is illegal, not to mention dangerous. Oh, dangerous. You probably saw someone attempting some new ritual to appease the gods. People will try anything these days. Beareth have mercy. We certainly have. I say, I don't think so. Just as they finished, there was another bivouac. If you had been that close to a bivouac, you wouldn't be standing here. Dude, I could have run into a cave, you idiot.
Keep out of...
Listen!
2 tolls. Let that be the last.
3.
Uh-oh.
Gods have mercy.
Uh-oh.
It seems your arrival is ill-timed.
Yeah, I could say
3
that.
bells toll only for the death of a Radric. I fear Lord Radric's heir is lost, or else Hollowborn, and so lost all the same.
Could have been
You
a
should
still.
tread carefully. Circumstances have changed a great deal.
Could have been a stillborn. So what happened? I only know more details when messengers arrive. The vagaries of childbirth. Perhaps that is not your concern. So what do you mean? You come to us at a time of mourning. The legacy has struck the heart of Gilded Vale. Our efforts to redeem ourselves in the eyes of Bareth must be redoubled. I'm going to guess... Well, first off, it's going to affect the offer to new settlers. I can be sure of nothing right now. I advise you get some rest at the inn or a stable for all I care. Find me afterwards. I will know more soon enough. Alright. Au revoir.
Were you looking for someone in that tree? I could introduce you.
A strange way to talk about your dad. The town's up there, it seems. I'm looking for someone who can help me feel better. He just says, my condolences. Yeah, condolences. Things are bound to get worse now. You see 4 people gathered by the inn, by the door of the inn, their raised voices, chopping gestures, suggest an argument is reaching its climax. Exciting. The first figure raises his hand in calm, his face partially obscured by a hood, but his height and stature suggest an elf with a magic ball.
I meant no offense. Let's put this matter to rest over a round, shall we? My treat.
Hoping to soothe our pride with a few Adira coppers, eh? We don't need your coin.
Everyone calm down. Oh, should I say calm down? I'm going to just ask what's going on. Mocking us even when he shelters in our village just goes to show these fancy Adira manners are worth. We don't take that kind of treatment, not from foreigners, especially not from Adirians.
Go on. Say it again. I'm itching for an excuse.
Fie, you're itching for the kindling touch of your sister, you cocksfeather!
See, why provoke them? Why provoke them?
Cut that barrel-licking tongue out of your head.
This is a misunderstanding. I didn't say whatever it is you think I said. We've nigh quarrel.
Wait. Is he like... Does he have multiple personalities? I'm really confused, right? So he just insulted this dude and he's like, oh, I didn't actually mean what I said. It's really confusing.
That's where you're wrong.
I mean, this is like the best thing. Is like, wouldn't you be inside drinking over, then I hear arguing? It's raining. You people are terrible. All of you are terrible. Here. I'll see it.
Not quite how I hoped to get to know the neighbors. Thank you for your timely assistance with that awkward situation.
You're welcome.
Courtesy is a rare pleasure in these parts, though your accent suggests that you are no more local than I.
Straightens his hood. You note remains fraying embroidery on his boots. Oh, sorry, his gloves. His boots are caked with the dirt of many months' travel, but the leatherwork is surely sturdy and fine.
Well, I suppose introductions are in order after that little fiasco. Aloth Corvusser, at your service.
How did you manage to get yourself out of here? It's a bit of a long story.
I'm a wizard by training, and an adventurer by necessity. I was born in the Seathwood, part of the mainland of the Adir Empire, and both of my parents served the nobility, which afforded me an education for which I'm grateful. However, there were no open positions in those houses, and so I decided to seek new means in a new land. And how exactly did you come to be here?
I was meeting with I was traveling with a caravan, but we separated near some
Gwithan ruins. Well, those can be dangerous places during the best of times, which these are not. In half the locals would arrest you for trespassing, and the rest would kill you outright. I'm curious, what exactly did you find there?
So, Beowulf has got to be kind of a, I wouldn't say a normal thing, but the strange thing is the several hooded figures operating strange machine. Gives a chopped, awkward
You do
laugh.
manage to find yourself in rather interesting predicaments.
So how did you manage across those 3 drunks?
I'm afraid that was a matter of misunderstandings and mistranslations. It doesn't help that people in these parts remember their war with Adir like it was yesterday.
So you did make a rather lewd suggestion regarding one of the aggressors and his own sister. So all that, as I tried to tell them, they misheard me. Happens all too easily after a few pints, and the accent doesn't have... Okay, but I heard the same thing. Expression brightens with mischief before he can speak. Forces a tight smile, biting his lip. The game is going to highly encourage me to take this guy with him, when in fact he's just basically a jackass. I mean, having a wizard,
An excellent
probably
question.
not a terrible
I came
idea.
looking for fresh air and cheap land. Instead, the magistrate gave me directions to the inn and a story about the local lord's expectant wife. But I take it that's a familiar tale.
Experiencing strange things of late, I'm looking for an expert on souls.
Indeed. The local lord has searched far and wide for similar specialists. And he has rid himself of them almost as desperately.
You don't exactly look like the settler.
Begging your pardon, but neither do you.
That's
Yet,
true.
circumstances can find a person in the strangest of places.
Yeah, I'm gonna get going.
As should I, given recent events. It's just as well. I've had enough of the watered wine and lumpy beds at the inn. They say even the owner tired of the place. Just up and left one day. It explains quite a lot about the upkeep. Perhaps I could join you. I could use a change of scenery, and I find it's better to travel in numbers.
Fine, but I am gonna end up going to that inn.
Excellent.
So.
Hey there.
Oh, he gets a level up. Alright. Increased lore. Yeah. Alright. I've heard that Chill Fog is pretty good because it's AoE freeze damage, blinds, does a bunch of bad things to folks, so I'm going to go with that. And then here, keeping it relatively simple, Blast. Here's a Blast. Using a wand, doing a modest amount to enemies all around a small target. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah? Sure. Hey
All right,
there.
let's go on in. Maybe I could talk to,
Sure.
what's her face about...
How do you do?
Pasca, it's you. Tenrith, tell us what you did for him. It's such a relief to have him back. Can't thank you enough. Consider yourself a favor on the house. Discounts on drinks, rooms. Tenrith wanted to whip up something nice for you. Here he is back to work. That's so nice. I'd like to learn a little more about the Black Hound. Oh. So buildings in here. The Black Hound's fairly new. We get lots of new faces. Tenrith's a big draw, yeah. I used to work the tables actually until the old owner up and left. Nobody's sure what happened to him. Even left the poor hound behind. That's so strange. Leaving your dog behind? I can't imagine doing anything like that. But you know what? Let's see what you have for sale. Alright. Party management, I'm guessing I can trade. He might. Yeah, I probably want to use these for actual crafting. Alright. Lasts for 2 rests, plus 1 perception, plus 1 mechanics. We're gonna actually go with this. I know it's obviously... no, because I'm picking up another party member in town, so the common room is fine. Very pretty artwork. Sleep is restless and fevered, assaulted by hisses and whispers, blanketed with a suffocating anxiety. I open my eyes to awaken and find myself in front of the Gilded Vale's gallows tree, creaking at the sound of the ropes, deafening louder in my mind until the sound is deafening. Hanging on the tree is an old dwarf woman whose face is shriveled inward like a molding fruit. Her head hangs limply to one side. As you look at her, she looms larger and larger in my mind until she is mere inches from my face. Suddenly her head snaps up and her eyes open as they are empty, behind them a vast nothingness that makes my stomach drop. Her mouth slowly parts and a gust of rancid air, she speaks a word. Watch her. I jolt awake. Foul smell of the dwarf woman's breath still permeating my nostrils. Sweat runs down the face in the thick droplets, and my skin is soaked from head to toe. I remember the woman. I remember seeing her decaying faces, and when I spoke to the magistrate, he called her an animancer. Though it fills me with new, queasy apprehension, I feel a strange compulsion to see this woman once more, if only to confirm she is truly dead. She could be undead. You never know. Alright. Let's see. One there, and I think one there. Alright. 2 spells here. I've heard. Yeah, you got paralyzed and AoE sickened. And then Necrotic Lance. That's a good amount. And corrode damage, I hear, is really, really, really powerful because not a lot of things can resist it. All right. I'm very well spread. That's good. Very interesting that, like, that my points to advance are not as high. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, if I do that, then I'll have 1 point carried over. Alright. Mental Binding. Overwhelms the target's. It's another paralyzed versus will. Bounces psychic energy harmlessly off the target into the closest enemy. Oh, so I use this to target an ally, and then it bounces and hits the opponent. That's weird. Like, it does a lot of damage, and I like that, but that's just weird. Mind blades. This, like, looks kind of cool. Generating slashing, blade force. Yeah, I think these two. Mental binding, definitely. Mental binding is paralyzed versus will. And I think I'll do mind blades, although I'm worried that it just says before leaping to 5 additional targets. I'm hoping that the targets are all enemies. I'm gonna make that assumption, and it is. If it doesn't, then that'll be the last time I use that ability. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Strom Bright Blade. I have heard that there was a lot of backers who supported the game, and then they just added in like tons of, I don't even call it dialogue, tons of exposition into their into their backgrounds, and it caused basically at least like walls of text. I really don't want to read those. Sorry, I don't. Unloading.
Sure.
Alright, let's go over to the tree. Just right behind this wall. Caldara de Beranzi. The squat, distended body of an elderly dwarf woman dangles from a thin, crooked bough that sags the tug of her noose. Bloated purple flesh of her neck, worn away in patches of moth-eaten linen, bulges over the rope that suspends her, and her lifeless head lolls forward rigidly from one side to the other when the breeze shifts. I perceive a faint glow around her. It casts no light on its surroundings. There's a tepid warmth to it. I feel somehow I could reach out and touch it. Not with my hands, but some other aspect of myself that has no worldly dimension. I'm going to reach out for the woman. I take a deep breath, clearing my mind, focusing on my objective. As I exhale, I feel myself spreading out towards the hanging woman, perceiving all that lies between me and her with unfamiliar awareness. Since I have expanded enough to reach her, there's a sudden jolt in my mind, a ringing, electric surge of images, words, and sounds. Involuntarily, I close my eyes and feel myself being pulled down to some deeper consciousness in a space occupied only by you and the hanging woman. And when I open them again, she is staring at me with eyes clouded in a milky fog. Her body still swaying in the wind. I no longer feel from a tree that stands planted in a misty void. The woman gives a slow nod of her head, the rope creaking as she does so. She smiles at me.
Have you come here for me, dear? Or have you gotten lost? Ah, it is both, I think. Yes?
How are you able to speak to me?
Is that what we're doing? Perhaps it just seems that way. Perhaps it is the easiest way for your mind to make sense of it. I I think it is a very good choice.
Am I imagining this?
No, I think not. A pity that. It would be simpler. A mercy even. To not have to wander anymore, no? Alas, we are here, you and I, wherever here may be.
I need to understand something that's happened to me. She looks at me, the look of pity on her face as though consoling a child.
The world looks a little different than it used to, is that it? Feels like you're noticing things for the first time that have always been there. You have seen past the shroud. It only takes an instant. Your soul remembers, yes? Remembers how it sees when it leaves the body, like being reminded of a dream you had forgotten. You are a watcher now, and a watcher you will stay.
Okay, so what's a watcher?
What indeed? Long hours have many animancers spent studying such things. Not I, though. Not I. I'll tell you what I know, though, since fair is fair, and here we are visiting, you and I, and it reminds me of better times. Souls pass on, some say through Audra stones, which are the blood veins of the world. They leave the world for a time and are reborn into it, sometimes more than they were before, but usually less and seldom the same. For all souls there is a time where they do not live, yet have not passed on, and those souls roam the world, same as you or I, either leaving or lost. But no one sees them because they have forgotten how. A watcher sees, though, knows what to look for.
Watcher sees.
And sometimes they know a person just by looking at them. Know where they've been in ages past when their bodies were other bodies. See memories even their owner can't recall. A wonder to behold when all goes well. A wonder.
What do you mean when all things go well?
Oh, nothing to be afraid of, I'm sure. It's just much to take in for some. Sometimes there's trouble sleeping or other difficulties.
Fanning a tuft of long whiskers that sprouts from one of her cheeks.
You should see old Meerwald. He could tell you much more than I. A watcher just like you. Helped many in his day. Took up in an old keep no one would claim. Not far, not far. Kadnua, beyond the Black Meadow. He will welcome the company.
Cadnoa, okay. Nua. Cadnua. Well, I think I survived a Beowak. Do you know why that would be?
Did you now, dear? My, that would be something, wouldn't it? Could be luck, could certainly be. A storm can be a careless thing. Or maybe it got its hands around your soul but couldn't pick it up. A soul can be heavy if it stayed in one piece through its time. Strong souls, we call them in the trade.
In the trade.
Cold, I mean. Called them. Those days are all behind me, no?
Now, you said souls break apart over time.
Oh, yes. Entropy. Rimagan's work.
Who the hell is
No
Rimagan?
label of why or how.
Game, you gotta help me out
Pieces of
here.
ourselves when we die and pick up pieces of others when we are born again, but less than what we lost. We tried to stop it with the animantic sciences, but with little success. No. A very small few resist Rimergan's influence and stay together through some force of defiance, at least for a time. But they all succumb eventually, I think.
So I want to know something about you.
Me? I'll bore you to tears, though.
Okay, so who are you?
And here I thought you'd come to visit me in particular. Caldara
did.
de Baranzi of the Valian Royal Academy of Animantic Sciences.
What from
Not
there?
the greatest
I mean,
of their
Valia.
number, but I came here all the same because this was where help was needed.
Oh no, do I talk like that? Do I talk like this? I hope I don't talk like this. So what happened, dude? Okay, well, she's bobbing her body upside down.
Oh, come now. Such a question. As though the answer were plain as a rope tied for strangling. Allow an old dwarf her last bit of cheer. Well, I came where I was needed, didn't I? Offered my services to Lord Radric for a pittance. A humble pittance.
Ah, so he's
I was
cheap.
to examine the Lord's wife, see why the gods have seen fit to poison her womb. Studied her for months, looked high and low for impurities, tested her valence, the permeability of her essence. Do you know what I found?
Tell me.
Nothing at all. A healthy woman, head to toe, blessed with a beautiful soul. Such a sweet woman, too. Meek, but warm-hearted. A few months' time, and the lord of the house demanded answers. For a time, I told him what he wanted to hear. Oh, yes, my lord. She is riddled with imbalances. I must
Get what you
have
paid
time
for.
to cure her. As the birth drew near, he grew impatient, as lords do. And this is where I've ended up.
Yeah, definitely get what you paid for. If you buy a $60 toilet, it's gonna clog like shit. If you get yourself a animancer and you pay only a tiny amount, they're gonna tell you what you want to hear. Sounds like a life lesson. So what is an animancer?
A student of the soul. Something so basic, yet so poorly understood. But so many breakthroughs have been made in my lifetime. Had been made. Had been. To hear the locals tell it, we're a gang of soul manglers that preys upon the weak-minded. And the worst of us are.
Oh no!
But the best of us? The best? Inspirations. Miracle workers. My parents were soul twins. Miserable before they met, empty inside. It was an animancer who helped one find the other. Turned their lives around. You wouldn't believe the stories. Amnesiacs helped to remember their lives. The suicidal brought back from the brink of oblivion. The elderly afforded extra moments to say their goodbyes. How soon we forget when we're afraid. It's a fascinating science. A fascinating time to be alive in a place like Deerwood that does not control the research, no? I love the Valian Republics for many things, but their recent caution will leave them behind, I fear.
Ah, very interesting commentary. Doesn't control the research. Deerwood. And recent caution will leave them behind. I think the other questions just lead me back to this line of questioning.
Of course, dear.
Okay, so I'm going to say farewell.
Goodbye, my dear. It was lovely visiting.
She closes her eyes, slumps forward over the noose. Her surroundings seem to bleed into my vision from some unknown place of waiting. I've gained Crucible of the Soul. He said, alright, you seem lost just now. Oh, what the hell? He's traveling with me. Maybe he'll appreciate it and he won't mock me. That's interesting. I expected this had something to do with the hooded figures and the runes. I appreciate your honesty. Since we're traveling together, it's probably wise for us to know these things. Yeah. Do you know anything about Watchers? It says only that they're rare and that they seem to have unique insights into certain soul conditions, as you just demonstrated. Okay. So, that's good for the next objective.
17 and a half.
But before I do, I'm going to talk to Eater. Smell of smoke. Earthy and sweet. Winds its way into my nostrils. Laying his pipe held to his lips. One meaty hand. Meaty. Look into his eye. That's the look is not aggressive. He regards me with a particular
17 and a
smirk.
half. Well, could be 18, depending on how you count the dwarf woman.
Oh, that's racist.
The dwarf woman. You were trying to figure out whether to count her as a full person.
I was
I
not.
think you oughta.
I was not. You're the one who thought that.
The people hanging from the tree. 18 of them. Well, last I counted, anyway.
Is that what people do
Name's
for fun
Adair.
around here?
Though to the people around here, might as well be 19. Don't think I'd put you much higher than 22, 23 tops. You look like the sort that likes to get involved.
I might want to get involved.
I was smoking over here, saw you staring at her. Twice I refilled my pipe. So much as blinked. Your mouth was so slack I took you for a Radric at first.
So, time progresses on even if I am talking to a soul. Very interesting. Do you know what a watcher is?
Careful, friend. Let's not use that word round here. There'd be any number of Radric bootlickers within earshot. Ciphers, animancers, watchers. Same thing in the eyes of folks around here, Radric especially. They come through these parts all the time with their cures, preying on the desperate. None of them are who they claim to be.
So you're telling me that I'm two of those bad things?
Of course, seeing
Neat.
you with that funny look, I'd be halfway inclined to believe you were having some kind of communion with that dwarf. Either case, maybe I'm not 19 after all. No offense.
None taken. Don't mean to take it personal when they hang people here. I had to remind
The town's
myself.
had it in for me for a long time now. Only fellow who ever stuck up for me, well, he's number 18 up there.
Ah.
My headman on the farm. Used to be my captain during the war.
Which war? The Saints' War, only one in my lifetime. A fellow decides he's the living incarnation of Athos, overthrows Redacrians, marches on Deerwood. We give him the Deerwood hello. What's the Deerwood hello?
We blew him up.
Cool. So Athos, god of rebirth and redemption, formerly anyhow. Maybe they call him something different where it's from. So I had other questions. Why was your headman hanged? He got involved. Radric sent men down here the other day, said they had it on good authority. Someone in town was working with Kolsk, plotting Rodric's overthrow. Said if he didn't come forward right then and there, they'd hang every last one of us. No one came forward, so Sithin, that's my headman, he steps up and says it's him. They took him at his word. Oh, that's dreadful. Bound to happen sooner or later, if not for plotting against Radric, then for protecting me. What does your town have against
Picked
you?
the wrong god. That's what it comes down to. Used to be a lot of Aethys worshippers in Gilded Vale. That mess of rocks over there, that was a temple to him, to give you some idea.
So he worships Aethys, and there was another guy who claimed to be the living incarnation of Aethys, and I'm guessing...
Then one day, somebody named Widewind shows up on Deerwood's doorstep. Says he's the living flesh of Aethys. Got an army with him. Suddenly, Aethys isn't so popular in these parts. My brother Woden and me, neither of us believed it. No way was that Aethys. He enlisted, and then I did too. But, he didn't make it back.
So they ended up joining this war.
After the war, people took to punishing Aethys worshippers, accusing them of treason. Got real ugly, especially after the legacy started. Folks needed someone to blame. I was safe because I fought, but then this rumor starts that my brother, that he was on the wrong side. And I wasn't so safe anymore. Until my headman stepped in and said they'd have to hang him to get to me.
Wait, so let's see. So he must have enlisted against Widewind. But they still worshipped Aethys because they didn't believe Wyden was the incarnation.
Seems that's no longer a concern. Of course, the townies don't do the hanging these days, but when Raedric's men come, they got no problem doing the pointing.
See why I was so eager to leave. So who's Kolsk? Someone got tired of all the hangings. He's on the run now. Probably will be till they catch him. So if you're the next to be hanged, what are you still doing here? Drinking mostly. I'm on my way out. Just haven't figured where I'm going next. Not a whole lot of places out there that don't think Widewind's legacy started with Widewind. Not a whole lot of places out there that don't think Widewind's legacy started with Widewind. Okay, so he's saying like the whole soulless children being born. He thinks that something else started it. He could be right. I don't know, but let's just gotta take him where he headed. Some place called Caed Nua. There's an old watcher there who might be able to help me.
I even remember hearing something about that years ago. He tamed that place. People would seek him out for all kinds of things. Troubles of the soul, questions for the departed. Of course, that was back when you didn't have to say watcher with a hush on your breath. A man such as that, there'd be things I'd want to ask him. Don't know why I never thought of it before. Not sure how I feel about setting out with a stranger. And a strange one at that. But truth be told, you might be the only one in town who wouldn't feel some relief seeing me swing from that tree.
It's fine reason if I ever heard.
All right then. Guess I'll do some sightseeing. Long as you're not the one picking the sights.
Okay, well, let's get going. Alright! Now we have Itter. Let's see. Definitely improve athletics. Alright, so he's got sword and board. I want to see some of these other things, right? So there's... weapon focus, 2 weapon style, 1 weapon style, 2-handed style. Weapon and shield style. I feel like this is not bad, and I should be looking at these other talents as well. I'm sure that there's another talent. Guys, keep in mind, I'm sure there's another talent in here that I should pick, but this is kind of, you know, first time I'm picking this. So I'm just going to go with... I'm going to go with this. Helps out shield deflection. Maybe I'll try to find a bigger shield. And survival. That's not bad. I kind of like confident aim. It's passive. Plus 20% minimum damage. Not bad. Okay. Alright.
Hey there.
Let's see. Is there anything else? Windmill. I think I want to check this out. Yeah, I think I want to check out the smithery. Temple of Aethys, I'm sure, is interesting.
Sure.
Poke my head in. Say that I've been Not down here, though.
Hey there.
Alright, and put him
Hey.
up. Do I want to click on this guy? Nope. Here, actually, you know what? I want to show you what I mean, right? Vibrant history contained in this man's essence. Like, look at this. A massive wall of text. Like, don't get me wrong. This stuff is probably really interesting because I'm sure that people who back this game have really cool ideas. But, like, I don't want to.
Yeah?
I don't want to have to be reading through all of these every time I try to pick up a character, or I try to get a character, read through a character, whatever. Let me also look in my. Saints War Armor. Obviously, this is better. Okay, so this wand is better than the scepter. Yeah, just about all. Hatchet. Yeah. And then that sword is saber 15 to 22. Yeah, obviously he's gonna have probably, because he probably has higher what's it called? Might than I do. Yes, might is 16. Constitution's good too.
Yeah?
Let's try to see if we could sell some stuff.
Sure. Hey there.
It's 20 years now. Good and bad. Black hammer smithery remains. Come to us a strange time, I'm afraid. Stock's what it used to be. What happened? We just don't have supplies. I'm expecting next delivery for a week now. No sign of it. Have to expect it got hit by bandits. Rode out east, crawling with them. Or one of my workers ran off with the wagons. Ah! Maybe to make some coin. He's right about the bandits. Dire situation and the exodus to the cities has created far too many opportunities for unscrupulous sorts. I happen to head that way. Might not be a bad idea to go east to at least see this. And I think Caird Noah, I believe, is towards the east anyway.
Greetings.
At least sell some stuff, right? Alright. Let's see, great sword. Plus 20% damage. Breastplate. Maybe get this for yeah, because if I compare this, plus 3 damage reduction. This is just better. I know that this has more damage resistance, but oh, right. I'm going to probably need tools, right? Like a pry bar and a rope and grappling hook. Pike. Accuracy versus deflection. Bonus to weapon reach. You know what? Actually, getting a pike, because I think I just sold my pike. Pretty sure I just sold my pike. Getting a pike instead of the other weapon, the other two-handed weapon I have, will at least give me the reach, and then Adair can go in close. So I think that that's going to be a good thing. Okay. This will give me the reach. And then if I don't like that, then I can switch to this pole axe. He's got a bow. He's got his wand. Okay. Alrighty.
Hey there. Sure.
Alright. I'm guessing... Yeah, there's Caed-nua. So I'm guessing if we go to here first, that would be... yeah, Easterwood. I'm sure there's other stuff I can explore in this village. But right now... I'm thinking I'm probably going to hold off until next time to keep up with everything. I think I came from the north, so there's no point in me... I don't think there's any reason for me to be doing that. But yeah, alright. So we got to make it to Gilded Vale. We learned about what is going on with me, why I'm weird in the head. Turns out I'm a watcher. I'm a watcher, Ari. I'm a watcher. So, hopefully that's not gonna get me into too much trouble. But that will wrap it up for today. If you guys like what I do, leave the video a like, comment, subscribe. And with that said, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, take care and good luck. We're all counting on you.